President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan marks a first today in presiding over a cabinet meeting in line with earlier statements that he will not be a protocol president even if it comes at the cost of weakening Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoğlu's authority and influence in the ruling Justice and Development Party, AKP. The meeting started at the presidential palace under the leadership of Erdoğan and with the participation of Prime Minister Ahmet Davutoğlu and all ministers at 11 a.m., with government spokesperson Bülent Arınç set to brief reporters after the meeting. There are unconfirmed reports that Erdoğan is planning to preside over cabinet meetings every 2 months. At the beginning of the meeting, Erdoğan briefed ministers about his works since he was elected president in August 2014 and informed them of the new organizational structure of the presidency. Erdoğan is establishing 12 different units to closely follow state affairs and to build a better harmony between the government and the presidency. After Erdoğan's briefing, Prime Minister Davutoğlu briefly informed about the government's activities, followed by comprehensive briefings by ministers on a number of issues. Interior Minister Efkan Ala summarized developments regarding the AKP's fight against the parallel structure of the Gülen movement. Deputy Prime Minister Yalçın Akdoğan spoke about the ongoing Kurdish peace process. Foreign Minister Mevlut Avula briefed on foreign policy issues and the global terrorism threat, and Deputy Prime Minister Ali Babacan spoke on economic issues facing Turkey. Top soldier at the presidency. Meanwhile, as the cabinet meeting was still ongoing, Gendarmerie Forces Commander Gen. Abdullah Atay arrived at the presidency, reportedly to join the cabinet meeting and to inform the participants about ongoing unrest in Cizre, which has left 5 people dead in the last month. Deputy Prime Minister Bülent Arınç, who is also the government's spokesperson, was scheduled to hold a press conference at the presidency about the first cabinet meeting chaired by President Erdoğan later on January 19. After becoming the first president elected through a popular vote, Erdoğan made clear that he would use all of his constitutional powers, including presiding over cabinet meetings when deemed necessary, in line with Article 104 of the Constitution. His right-arm man and chief advisor, Binali Yıldırım, said Erdoğan would call the cabinet for the meeting on January 5, drawing sharp criticism from Davutoğlu, who said such issues would be announced either by him or the president. To end the quarrel, Erdoğan publicized his intention to preside over the meeting on January 19. Disharmony between President, PM. At a meeting with deputy parliamentary group leaders of the AKP a few days ago, Erdoğan hinted that one of main issues he would raise during the meeting would be the disharmony between the presidency and the prime ministry. According to Daily Hurriyet, during that meeting, Erdoğan criticized the consultation and advisory mechanism between the presidency and the prime ministry, saying it was operating adequately. The presidential system is needed for consultation and harmony to occur, he said, repeating his desire to impose a presidential system on Turkey. One indication of his discomfort with the government was Davutoğlu's announcement of a transparency package amid an ongoing debate over the fate of 4 former ministers allegedly involved in corruption. The timing and content of such a regulation is very important. I don't find it correct before an election, he reportedly said. Other issues to be discussed at the meeting are the ongoing Kurdish peace process and the fight against the Gülen community, dubbed the parallel structure. Both issues are priorities for Erdoğan, but he wants the government not to show even a tiny step back in the fight against the Gülen community. The meeting is also expected to review controversial projects currently being realized, such as the third airport, the third bridge and other big investments that have been criticized for their destruction of the environment.